Hey everyone, it's the Uneducated Artist back here with another video where you can watch me attempt to learn the ever wonderful Madisun Art's mini bloom technique. She's the only one that I've seen do this on my timeline, so I don't know if she's the original creator. However, she does have a video on her channel, which I'll link down below, where she teaches you how to try this technique. The first time I saw her create something like this, I was just blown away. It was so beautiful, and I have never been really super great at doing blooms. I have got the tree ring technique down. I can make any tree ring you want. You want a brown tree ring? I got it. You want a rainbow tree ring? I got you. But when it comes to blooms, I don't know. It's probably just my formula, honestly. So if anybody has any formula recommendations, I will take them. Currently, I use a lot more Floetrol than I was, and that's helping a lot, which made these blooms a little more successful than they would have had I used my previous formula. I was using more water at the direction of someone that I was watching, but it just wasn't working out for me. Now, everyone is going to have their own method of formulas, and everyone's going to have a different desired effect that they want. But thankfully, I mean, this formula is seemingly doing better than what I was using previously. I think another issue of mine too is that I go crazy when I buy new paints, and I fill up as many bottles as I can with paints, and that's not necessarily the best way to do things. Your paint gets old over time, and it clumps up a little bit, and then it just breaks down, and especially when you're adding like water and stuff. You know, I'm not a scientist, so don't take this as 100% fact, but I've noticed that if I let my paints sit out for too long, then they just aren't really viable. So I've been letting my bottles go empty and filling them as I need them, which is kind of frustrating because I like to just have the colors ready to go. But you know, it is what it is. So this first attempt, I was really impressed that it was actually starting to work, and I remember getting really excited as it was going, but realizing I just kind of had a little bit too much paint on my canvas. So if you just watch, I'm just kind of playing around with the technique, trying to figure out, you know, how hard I should blow, how hard I should spin, those kinds of things. But this one was the first one I did, and I thought it turned out pretty good. I'm glad that they got better as they went. I feel like you can really see the progression in these. But overall, the technique that Madisun has been sharing on YouTube is just really awesome and beautiful, and just creates some amazing results. So I did a couple more because I wanted to see if I can get the exact result I was looking for, which I did. Spoiler alert. So here is the second one that I tried, and I realized that I needed some smaller amounts of paint. I'm not going to edit that out because sometimes my brain just doesn't want to say the right words. I really didn't like the way this one turned out as much. I think I did too many dots, maybe. I'm not sure. But it wasn't the end of the world. Kept me encouraged. I think one of my biggest problems right now is just trying to break out of a color rut. I feel like I always gravitate towards the same colors, and I want to explore other colors. But then I question myself, do I need to explore other colors? Can I just hone in on the colors that I really like and specialize in that type of look? I don't know. I feel like I go back and forth with wanting to be an artist who makes a ridiculous amount of different techniques and plays around with things and isn't afraid to try all the new techniques and materials that come out. But at the same time, there's some things that I'm really good at, and I could just keep doing those. It is kind of a weird place to be in because I'm very grateful for just even having the ability, the space, the time, the money, the energy to do something like this. So I'm not necessarily complaining. It just, sometimes I just don't know what I'm gonna do with my art moving forward. COVID has made things so weird lately. I mean, right before COVID happened, I was gonna be in an art show, and I was going to be hanging up in a art place. I can't think of the word right now, but right before, I think it was probably a month before, February 29th was when I was asked to be a part of the show. And then March 8th, I believe, I found out I was exposed early on. And so I took 2 weeks to stay home. But by the end of those 2 weeks, it was chaos out there. Everything was closed, all the toilet paper was gone, and being an immunocompromised person, I was terrified to leave the house. I ended up staying home for 5 months. I went back to work one day, and picked up pink eye, which is funny because COVID, I guess something I read around that time was that COVID was spiking an increase in pink eye. I don't know, but I ended up getting pink eye just from going to work for one day, and I was like, fuck that. I am not going to be working and risking my life. I gotta stay alive. So kind of fought with my boss a little bit, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, unfortunately. And I wish it could have been better terms that I left that job, but I did find a much better job. And now I'm working from home, and I'm extremely valued and respected as a worker, and I've never had a workplace where I feel so happy and so fulfilled, and it's been wonderful. I've almost been there for 6 months already. It's wild to me how quickly this year went by. It's insane. It's true insanity. So this is the final product. I do have photos coming up in the end where you can see what the final product was. Some of these have zoom-ins, but I'm really bad at doing that. So I'm just really bad in general about recording. I've had my recording arm, the little piece that I attach my phone to record, because I record on my phone. I left it downstairs, and all this week my back has been killing me, so I've been neglecting to go downstairs and get it and bring it back upstairs and actually set it up so I can record while I've been painting. I've painted a couple times this week, but nothing. I mean, I guess I could have posted them as videos, quick little videos, but I like to put multiple videos together for y'all, because I know some of you guys out there, I know I like to do this, so I know there's some of you guys out there who just want to maybe smoke some weed or drink some wine or zone out and listen to me chat about stupid things in my life or stupid things going on or whatever, and art, and try to say inspirational shit that might or might not be inspirational. But I know that y'all just want to zone out sometimes and watch someone make art, so that's why I create longer videos. I feel like every time I go on YouTube, I pull up a bunch of artists that I really like, and their videos are only a couple minutes, and I love them and I appreciate them for all that they're doing, and I know that balancing editing and doing YouTube is hard. So that's why I'm here, to create the videos that I want to see. I know that one of you guys out there at least is gonna watch this, and zone out. So I hope you enjoy watching this. I forgot that this came off of the Lazy Susan. Thankfully, my fiance is the best fiance ever, and he got me a very large Lazy Susan spinner table, whatever you want to call it, for Christmas. So I've been using that lately, and it's been absolutely wonderful. This smaller one, I kept having things fly off of it. This painting has been purchased by the lovely Mackenzie, and I am so excited to get it to her. I'm terrible at losing things, and I lost my packaging equipment stuff. I've got like my cellophane, but I don't have my brown paper, and I haven't been going to the store because I've been trying to avoid COVID, so I gotta get that out. Sorry, Mackenzie. So something I would love for you guys to do is for anyone to just leave me some recommendations of artists that have some techniques, no matter what they are. I'm willing to expand my horizons beyond pour painting, but if there's any tutorials out there that you guys want me to try, feel free to leave them below in the comments, and I will look at them and see if it's something I'm able to do monetarily. I have a lot of art equipment. About 2 years ago when I started this, every single paycheck I would just go crazy, and with all my extra money I would just buy a ton of art stuff. So it would be really fun to use up some of the materials that I already have. I have a bunch of oil paints, I have a ton of canvas, I have a bunch of acrylic paint, especially the cheap stuff. So yeah, just let me know. Here's a close-up I remembered to do on this painting. It was so pretty. These are colors I wouldn't usually use. I stay away from reds a lot because they hurt my brain. And green and red are green and purple. I don't do green and purple because it reminds me of Barney. I do try to challenge myself though and use colors that I wouldn't usually use. I don't know why I have such a hard time with some colors. Some of them just make my head feel crowded. I don't know how else to explain it. So if anyone else has felt this way, please let me know so I know I'm not alone, please. I believe this is the last bloom that you guys will see. This one ended up being my absolute favorite one. I loved it so much. I did this during a day where our computer systems at work were completely down and we didn't have anything else to do, and so I got distracted a little bit, and then I made this and I felt so good because it turned out so beautiful. It's amazing how creating art can change my mood, and it doesn't always change it for the better. I definitely do get down in the dumps when I have a hard time making art that I find aesthetically pleasing, which is frustrating because I know that art is subjective, and no matter what I think of it, someone out there is going to think that it's beautiful, and I'm just being really hard on myself. But I don't know how to stop being hard on myself sometimes. I give great advice at being kind to yourself, but actually being kind to myself is not always the easiest thing for me to do. I do have a great support system though. I have great friends, I have great art friends, I've got a great bridal team. I'm so excited to get married soon. I have a great fiance, and my mom's great, and you know, I feel really lucky for that. But I digress. Anyways, this painting, watching it back every time, I just love it so much. I think I'm actually gonna get up and paint after I'm done recording this video, because it's been a couple days. All week I have been in so much pain. My back has been so tense. I cannot get it to relax. I've been taking, anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxers at night, and it's just not helping. I'm icing, I'm heating my back, but I feel like I can't sit or stand upright fully. And oh boy, it's allergy season. I keep sneezing. Oh, if that happens again, I'm gonna lose it. So I am feeling a little bit better today though. I am crossing my fingers that I continue to feel better throughout the day. I'm gonna spend some time standing up today, and hopefully that will help my muscles heal. I know that sitting still isn't the best thing for your muscles. You gotta get that lactic acid going around. And again, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for it, but I do know that I need to be getting up and moving to get this to feel better. But yesterday, I just could not move. It hurt so bad. So thankfully, I'm in a much better position today, and I can actually sit up from the couch. So that's awesome. But you guys didn't come here to hear me complain about my chronic issues, my chronic pain. I don't know what you want to call it today. But look at how beautiful this painting turned out. I'm sorry it's out of frame. I'm getting better at finding the right positioning, but this is also new to me, and I feel like I put my phone on the recording arm and it just somehow slowly drifts out of frame. So I apologize about that, but it is what it is for now, and I'm just gonna continue fixing the editing issues I'm having. I've spent so much time learning editing lately, I feel like I could teach a whole goddamn class. So if you want to sign up for my class, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take your money. If you want to learn some editing tricks, you can message me. I'll give them all to you. It's all basic shit that you can get for free anyways. So anyways, that being said, this video is just about over. So I will leave you with the photos of the finished products, which are also terribly cropped because my phone is a Samsung Note 20 and the screen is too big to get photos to fit, and I was too lazy to put them in Photoshop for y'all. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay hydrated. I love you, and thank you so much for watching.